we're going to be talking a little bit about what VBA is and why it's really useful to us. So VBA is actually an acronym. It stands for Visual Basic for Applications. And the programming language itself is actually built on another programming language by Microsoft called VB, or Visual Basic. And then they built VBA on top of VB. So VBA, Visual Basic for Applications, is a programming language for Visual Basic, but it's specifically geared for applications. And for the purpose of this course, we're really going to be focusing only on the application of Excel. But that's not to say that it's not for other applications as well. It can be used for other Microsoft applications, but it really is powerful. It really excels, pun intended there. It really excels when we apply this VBA to Excel. And the reason we would want to use VBA and program inside of Excel with VBA is because it can really help us extend the Microsoft Excel application for us. And what I mean by extending it is we can create custom functions in here or custom formulas that we could automatically execute with just a click of a button. We could actually put our own buttons up here or our own menu bar options. We can create sort of a simplified interface for Excel for these different forms, or make like some sort of template form that would be very easy and hard to mess up if, for say, you wanted to hand this form off to some person who might just not be as computer savvy as your typical worker, and you want to mitigate any risk of them screwing up any custom formulas that you had in there. You could sort of hide these formulas in the form of macros and create a very simplified interface for them so that there's less risk that they would screw something up by entering stuff in there, basic data entry form. We can automate different formatting tasks or other calculations or whatever else with the use of macros and custom code that we would be writing with VBA. So let's look at the Visual Basic window here real quick. And then to do that, again, make sure we are in the Developer tab. And then we'll click on the Visual Basic window here. And then yours might come up like this, and then I'm just going to go ahead and click on either one of these. It doesn't really matter. But we'll just double click on that. And then up here comes our text editor. And this is where we're going to write actual VBA code. And this is going to be real programming code inside of here. And then we have a few different toolbars and buttons up here that we'll explain later. Over here we have our project pane. Down here we have all of our properties. And we'll get into all this jazz later on and really explain what that means. But just know that for now, this is our essentially our IDE, which stands for Integrated Development Environment. And this is where we are going to be running our VBA code. And this is where we're going to be debugging it, which means if our VBA code isn't fully executing like we would expect it to, we would come in here and try and figure out what's going wrong with it. We would try and troubleshoot the code. We would debug the code to figure out where the bug is and try and fix it. So I'm going to go ahead and close this. I've mentioned macros before, which are basically just quick and easy functions that are applied to Excel. And then this is where our macros button will be. In the next video, we're going to actually be creating our very own macro and our very first macro and see how that really works. So I think that's all I want to get into for this video. So in the next video, like I said, we're going to be creating our very first macro. See you there.